In this video, I'm going to give you a demonstration on where you can find the different e-records for your projects. For this demonstration, I am going to look up the dog record book. I am currently on the Larimer County 4-H Projects website. I found that by going to the Larimer County Extension website and clicking on 4-H projects. That brought me to this page in which I can scroll down to the appropriate area and click on that. Now you'll see that there is different information on here and that you can click on those pages. So when we're looking, just make sure that you're finding the right book. For this one, we are going to find the book that is the proper age for the individual. For this demonstration, we're going to find the junior one, and I'm going to click on the PDF format, and that's going to open up in a different window. As you can see, this is a fillable PDF, and a fillable PDF means that you can complete this e-record without having to have full Adobe installed on your computer. The other form is going to be the Word document. So when you click on that, it's going to download it right away to your computer. The very first thing that I do is open up that document. And I am going to go organize this document. I like to do a save as, and I'm going to go into my documents, and for this demonstration, I'm going to create a new folder, and this one is going to be 4-H 2022. Let's say that's how I like to organize my stuff. So when I go in here, I'm going to put original dog junior book. Ooh. The reason why I highly recommend saving an original is that if you're having any issues with formatting or you're struggling with your book, you still have the original right on your computer that you can refer to. The next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and save as one more time. And now let's say this is my record book. So I'm going to say Mary Dog Record 2022. Cool. And now I have the one that I can start editing for my own. If you are not a fan of the fillable PDF and you are not a fan of the Word format, you can do this is another option, is to go ahead and save it as a PDF. I'm just going to leave it Mary Dog Record 2022. And it's going to go ahead and convert that right over to a PDF for me. Since I have the full Adobe program already loaded on my computer and I use that all the time at work, I am way more comfortable working in this type of a document. I appreciate with the being able to just add text right there, and I can change the size. And I just have a lot more options when I'm using this format. And that's okay. You can use the fillable, you can use this one. We just want to make sure it works for you. Now, that being said, if you've watched my other trainings, I don't recommend starting out typing everything. I feel very strongly that you should print a copy, single-sided, and 3-hole punch it and put it in some sort of organizational document or holder. When you print it and use that as a draft, it gives you permission to learn. You can write on that document, you can write notes on it, you can highlight things to remind yourself what needs to be done and when. And you can use the record book how it is intended to be a learning tool. The other thing that I really like about printing is that I can go ahead and print the extra pages that I need right now. So in Dog, There'll be certain pages that if you have multiple dogs, you need to print one of those pages for each dog. So when I print this ahead of time, it kind of just reminds me right now that I need to do 2 of these. If with 2 dogs, I need to do 2 of these if I have 2 dogs. And I can go ahead and print those drafts right now. And while I'm thinking about it, while I remember what I'm doing, I will go ahead and make that decision to be prepared for it. Other things that I do like to print ahead of time when I realize that I'm not going to have enough space might be, let's go ahead and scroll down. So this one is all the supplies and equipment. And I took a look at our dog's supplies and equipment and went, I have a lot more than what fits on this page. And so what I'm going to do is probably print 2 of these and just use that as in my draft. So I remember to do that. If you find that you didn't print those extra pages when it comes to your draft, that's okay. Grab a piece of lined paper or grid ruled paper and write your own book or your own extra pages. But in addition to finding the right record book, I just highly recommend saving an original copy, saving one that you're going to type in, and then go ahead and print out right now those draft pages so that you can get started. If you have any questions, please reach out to your leader or your guardian or somebody that can help you right now with these items. The record books are extremely important to start at the beginning of your project year, and depending on what record book it is, you may be turning it in at fair or you may be turning it in after fair. It really is going to depend on the project, and you do need to talk to your leader to determine what needs to be done and when. I hope you enjoyed this video.